Hello, Art One. It's me, your art teacher, uh, videotaping from my art studio. Which is now my one-room schoolhouse. So this is my daily check-in, my daily video chat with you, just to keep you updated on what's going on and let you know what's happening. So first of all, let me tell you this: that you should have gotten a lesson from me in your email. That lesson is not due until after spring break. So it would not be due until after spring break, the last couple days of March. So don't panic if you don't get it done right now. Don't panic if you haven't checked your email yet. But if you need something to do over the next couple days, this is something quick and easy that you can do with minimal supplies. So just as a reminder, you're going to see on my screen right now, you can go to my hyperdoc that I shared with you. I shared a hyperdoc, and you'll notice at the top, if you look on the screen right now, it says Tessellation MCS, your part one, meaning you're going to get one similar to this with different links later on. This one has links related to how to take your average Post-it or sticky note, if you're not using the name brand, and convert it into a simple tessellation. Now, in truth, I know some of you have probably done this in math class. You might have done this in middle school art. You might have done this a couple different places, and that's okay. This is just a test run to make sure everyone is confident with what we're doing and can find everything they need supply-wise to take care of this. You are never going to need a supply more than maybe a piece of paper, a Post-it, a pencil, a pen. If you want to add markers, if you have paint, nothing will be a requirement as far as a have to when we get to supplies. And we'll talk more about that as we go into it. So make sure you look at the hyperdoc. Click on each one of the links. You're going to see a brief introduction, a little videotape, a YouTube explanation for each one of these. And as I said, I gave you an estimated amount of time on each one of them so you knew how many minutes to expect. So if you're like me and you're trying to figure out how to balance your day, because I know you've got other things you'd rather be doing or want to be doing, this gives you an expected amount of time that it will take you. The only other thing that you would need that would be a special supply other than your Post-it or the Post-it that's converted is your sketch journal. Now, here's a little behind the scenes information. At the very end, it says show what you know activity. I'm going to click on that so you can see it when I open it. And you're going to see in there, it's going to ask you to take the Post-it and do one of the three possible types of tessellation: translation, rotation, or glide reflection. Your job is to know which one you did and not only trace this shape multiple times in your sketch journal so it fills 2 full pages. Open up your sketch journal like we've done before. Trace it so that it covers the entire sketch journal. Ideally, you should know that it's a good tessellation because it has no gaps or spaces between the shape. They should puzzle into each other, meaning it should just look like a puzzle when you're done of the same exact shape. And you should then take a photo of it. You do not have to do any designs, decorations, additions. Just trace the shape for this first time in the first part of our lesson. The only other thing is to then put this on or inside a blank page of your sketch journal. So inside your sketch journal, tape this in, and then write next to it whether you used glide reflection, rotation, or translation. So your job is to prove to me that you understand which one of the three methods you used and how you used it. So you're going to see all of that on the little studio practice Google Doc that is linked in the hyperdoc. So my plan is every time we do a lesson, everything will be included in the hyperdoc. It'll just be in one nice, clean, neat place. So you don't have to search around for everything and there's not a bunch of sharing of documents. So it makes it easier on you. It makes it easier on me, and everything works out smoothly. When you are done, you're going to submit both photos. You can either take them by doing a fantastic selfie, as I'm doing here, cheese, or you can simply take it with your cell phone and upload it that way. You decide what you're most comfortable with. Take a picture of it, and then you're going to submit it into Schoology. This time, listen carefully, it's going into the 4th 9 weeks, because even though we're technically still in the 3rd 9 weeks, everything we're doing online is going into the 4th 9 weeks. It'll be that way for every class you're in, not just Art 1. Every class, everything's going into the 4th 9 weeks, and everything right now is only academic practice. So I might have typed something else before. I might have put something else out there. Everything is academic practice while we're working online because everything's a big question mark. So you're going to submit both photos to the first column. The first column, it'll say 15 point, and you can see that 15 point. It'll say to you 15 point tessellation practice. So you just submit it right there, and it's that simple. So don't concern yourself with anything else other than taking a picture of the tessellation itself with the type that you use, translation, rotation, or glide reflection, and then your completed tracing of them in your sketch journal. You upload those two photos. I'll look at them. The tracing is worth 10 points, and the proof that you understand which method you used is another 5 points. It's that simple. I want you guys to have a great week. Have a great spring break. I am hoping on my spring break that I get a little bit of painting done and I get a little more artwork made. I've got all kinds of things to do. And in light of everything that's going on, what I've tried to do is every day I pick from my I can do cards. Can you see my I can do cards? So today, just ironically, I picked this I can do card. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can see it. It says, when I encounter problems on the job or at school, I am willing to ask for help. That's the motto. If you need help, you can reach out to me next week, or as soon as we get back from spring break, I'll roll out some office hours. In other words, you can come on and meet with me, probably in Google Meets or Google Hangouts. And if you want to jump on for 10 or 15 minutes and have questions answered, you can do that there. So there'll be a time slot of about 30 minutes for just Art 1. If you want to jump on because you have questions or you want to hold up your artwork and have me look at it before you submit it, you can do that. That'll all be made available as we go. This time, just worry about your tessellation on your Post-it and getting that taken care of. Have a great week. Have a great spring break. I'll see you in a couple days, either online or through email, but you can see these video chats each day. Most of the time, they'll be shorter. Have a good time. Bye, guys.